dear students. I hope all of you are fine and safe and all of you have enjoyed your puja vacation very much. So students, as our third unit test exam will be started from the end of November or the first week of December, that's why we have to start our studies again. Okay, so today I am going to start a very interesting chapter and I hope you will love to read this chapter. Fine? Okay, so let's start. So everyone open your seasons book at page number 12. And now we will start the book, another part of seasons book, that is semester 2. Okay, from now we will read this book semester 2. Fine, semester 2. Okay, so here you can find this chapter, the first chapter, animals. Okay, which is at page number 12. Page number 12, animals. Okay, so today we will start this chapter. I think you will love to read this chapter. Okay, so students, I hope all of you can see this page. Here we can see many animals are there, right? Yes, and I hope all of you know these animals. So students, can you say who is this? Who is this? Very good. This is lion. This is a lion. Do you know lion is called the king of forest? Yes, lion is called the king of forest. Okay, so this is a lion and the spelling of lion is L-I-O-N, lion. Okay, L-I-O-N, lion. So this is lion. Now what is this? Yes, this is sheep. Sheep. Fine, this is sheep. S-H-E-E-P, sheep. Okay, S-H-E-E-P, sheep. So students, we all know that lion is a very ferocious animal and it eats the meat of another animals, right? So lion is a carnivorous animal. Okay, lion is a carnivorous animal. Carnivorous means who eats meat of another animal. Okay, who eats meat of another animal. And on the other hand, sheep is a herbivorous animal. Okay, sheep is a herbivorous. Herbivorous means who eats plant. Okay, who eats plant as its food. That is called herbivorous. Fine. So sheep is a herbivorous animal. Okay, and it is sheep. So the spelling is S-H-E-E-P, sheep. Okay. Okay. Now this is donkey, right? Yes. So this is donkey. What is the spelling? D-O-N-K-E-Y. So the spelling of donkey is D-O-N-K-E-Y, donkey. Okay, like sheep, donkey is also not a ferocious animal. Okay, like sheep, it is also not a ferocious animal. It is a herbivorous. Okay, it is a herbivorous animal who eats plant as its food. Okay, fine. Now we all know this animal. Who is it? It is cow, right? It is cow. C-O-W, cow. Fine. It is cow. Cow spelling C-O-W, cow. Cow is also a herbivorous animal. Okay, fine. Now it is fish. It is fish. F-I-S-H, fish. It is fish. Okay, fine. And what is this? What is this, students? Yes, very good. Dog. D-O-G, dog. Do you know dog is a very faithful animal? That's why many people keep dog as pet animal. Okay, at their house. In their house, many people keep dog as pet animal. Okay, so that's why we say dog is a very good friend of us. Dog is a very good friend of us. Okay, dog is a very good companion. Okay, fine. So this is dog, D-O-G, dog, and dog is all like lion. Dog is a carnivorous animal. Okay, like lion, dog is a carnivorous animal. Now this is cat, very cute, right? Yes, very cute animal. This is cat, C-A-T, cat. So cat is also a carnivorous animal. Cat eats meat and fish also. Okay, so cat is a carnivorous animal, C-A-T, cat. Okay, fine. Now this is parrot, P-A-R-R-O-T, parrot. Okay, this is parrot. Okay, we can. So this is parrot, P-A-R-R-O-T, parrot. And students, do you know parrot eats plants as well as meat as he eats food. Okay, parrot eats plants and meat as eats food. Okay, so that's why we call parrot as omnivorous. Omnivorous means who eat plants and meat also. Okay, who eat plants, who eats not only plants but also the meats or worms also. Okay, and fish is also an omnivorous. Okay, an omnivorous animal. Fish is also an omnivorous animal. Okay, means it eats plants and meat also. Fine, that's why parrot and fish are omnivorous animal. Okay, now come to the next animal. This is deer. Okay, very cute, very innocent animal. Deer, D-E-E-R, deer. Okay, deer is obviously herbivorous. Yes, like donkey, sheep, cow. Deer is also a herbivorous animal who eats plants. Okay, now elephant, like dog, elephant is also very faithful animal. Okay, elephant. So this is elephant, E-L-E-P-H-A-N-T, elephant. This is elephant, and elephant is a herbivorous animal. Now come to the last animal, that is, this is alligator. Okay, or we can say crocodile also. Okay, and here we can see there has been written alligator. Okay, and the spelling is A-L-L-I-G-A-T-O-R, T-O-R, tor, alligator. Okay, and we all know that alligator is a very, very ferocious animal. That's why we can say that, of course, alligator is a carnivorous animal like lion. Okay, so here we have known something about these animals, right? Okay, so students, now what you have to do, you have to memorize the spelling of these animals, of the name of these animals. Okay, you have to memorize the spelling of the name of these animals, and you have to recognize the animals. Each and every animals you have to recognize. Fine? Okay, students, now we will revise one topic which all of you have already read in the first part of your children's book. Okay, that is one and many. One and many. So students, go to the next page, page number 13. Here all of you can see the many examples of one and many. Before come to this, I I want to say you about what is one and what is many. Okay, so now first I will say what is one. When there will be one object, okay, when there will be one object, that time we will say one. Not only object, when there will be one object, one animal, one person, that time we will say one. Okay, as example, in my hand there has only one pen, right? Here you can see only one pen. So that time I will say one. One pen. Fine, one pen. Now I will say what is many. When I will add more pens. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Sorry. Here all of you can see, I hope all of you can see that there have 4 pens, right, in my hands. 4 means more than one, right? 4 means more than one. So here all of you can see that there have 4 pens in my hand. So now I will say 4 pens means more than one means many. So now I will say many pens. Okay, many pens means when there will be one pen, I will say one pen. But when there will be more than one pen, that time I will say many pens. Okay, so when there will be one object, we will say one. When there will be more than one object, we will say many. As example, if all of you can see your book, here you can see many examples. Look at the first example. We can see the picture of the tree. In the right side, there has one tree. So we will say tree. But here we can see 1, 2, 3, 4 means more than one. So we will say many trees. Okay, we will say many trees. So what is the difference? Oh, I'm saying yes. Tree, it will be trees. Means when we will change the object into many, we will add a's after the spelling of the word. After the spelling of the word, we will add a's. Fine. So tree, trees. Next example, one net and there have 1, 2, 3. So we will say nets, many nets. So here again, see the spelling carefully. Net, N-E-T-A's. So here again I have added A's. Okay, to make it many. To make it many, I have added A's. So net, nets. Next example, tiger, tigers. Okay, here again, look at the spelling carefully. Tiger, T-I-G-E-R, tiger. Tigers, T-I-G-E-R-S. Here also I have added S in the spelling of tiger. Okay? Because there have more than one tiger. 1, 2. So 2 means more than one. So we will say tigers. Tiger, tigers. Next one. See the next one. Here we can see the picture of lion. So lion, and here we can see 4 lions. So we will say lions. Lion, lions. See, S has been added in the spelling. Right? Now look at the last one. Doll, dolls. Doll, dolls. So here we can see one doll. So here the spelling is D-O-L-L, doll. But here we can see more than one doll. So we will say dolls. D-O-L-L-S. Here also we can see one S has been added in this spelling. Right? Okay. So this is one and many. So when any object or any person or any animal will be in number 1, that time we will say 1. Okay. the name of the person, animal or object, but when there will be more than one object, animal or person, we will add s. Okay, we will add s in the spelling of that object, person or animal to make it many. Okay, fine. I hope all of you have understand this. Okay, but if you have any doubts, you can definitely ask me. Okay. Now students, go to the next page, page number 14. Here all of you can see an exercise regarding that one and many. Okay. So what is the instruction here? Tick the correct word. Okay. Tick the correct word. So here you can see that there have two options. Okay. First of all, you have to look at the pictures carefully. You have to look how many objects are there now, and then you have to decide the correct option. Fine. So here, look at the first one. There we can see 1, 2, 3. So 3 kites. So the kites are more than one. So we will give the tick mark here. Kites. K-I-T-E-S. Kites. Okay, because there have many kites. That's why we will give a tick mark or we will underline this word. Kites. K-I-T-E-S. Kites. Now, I hope all of you can say the answer of this. So, there have 2 apples. So, we will underline apples. Very good. A-P-P-L-E-S. Apples. Fine. Apples. Now look at the next line. Look at the next picture. There we can see 1, 2, 3, 4. So more than one cat. Right? There we can see more than one cat. So in under which word we will underline? Here, which word will we underline here? We will underline. Very good. Cats. C-A-T-S. Cats. Because here we can see more than one cat. So we will give a tick mark or we will underline the word cats. Okay. Now here again we can see 3 pens. So we will underline this word. Pens. P-E-N-S. Pens. Now look at the last option. Look at the last question. Here again we can see 4 stars. So which is more than one? একের থেকে বেশি, তাই তো? That's why here again we will underline stars. S-T-A-R-S. Stars. Fine. I hope all of you have understand this exercise. 17 in page number 16 and 17 there have various types of exercise which we will do later. Okay, so no need to solve it now. So now go to page number 90. Page number 90. Now I will read this poem and you will listen to me carefully. Fine. Go to page number 9. So students, now come to page number 19. Okay, page number 19. Here we can see a short rhyme where you will know the sound of the animals. Okay, the sound of the animals. Through this poem you will know the sound of the animals. Okay, fine. So now I am reading this poem. You listen to me carefully. Okay. The dog says bow wow. The dog says bow wow, means this is the sound of the dog. Okay. The cat says mew mew. So mew mew is the sound of cat. The sheep says bear bear. So bear bear is the sound of the sheep. Okay. Bear bear. The sheep says bear bear. The little duck says quack quack. The little duck says quack quack. So the little duck, the sound of the little duck is quack quack. Okay. The frog says croak croak. So croak croak is the sound of a frog. Okay, croak croak is the sound of a frog. The hen says cluck cluck. Okay, the hen says cluck cluck. Okay, so this is a hen. Sorry, extremely sorry students, this is a hen. Okay, so its sound is cluck cluck. And last line, the cock says cock-a-doodle-doo, cock-a-doodle-doo. Okay, in the dawn in the village we can hear the sound. Okay, often we can hear the sound in the village, cock-a-doodle-doo. This is the sound of a cock. Okay, so this is a cock and its sound is cock-a-doodle-doo. Fine. So here we have come to know about the sounds of the various animals. So again I am reading this poem. The dog says bow wow. The cat says meow meow. The sheep says bah bah. The little duck says quack quack. The frog says croak croak. The hen says cluck cluck. The cock says cock-a-doodle-doo. Okay, very nice poem. Okay, so students, now what you have to do? You have to memorize the sounds of these animals. Okay, you have to memorize the sounds of these animals, and as well as you have to practice the reading of these rhymes. Okay, you have to practice the reading of this rhyme. Okay, in the class I will ask you to read this rhyme. Okay, that time you have to read this poem. So that's why you have to practice the reading of this rhyme. Fine? Okay. So students, that's for today. See you in the next video. I hope this video will be helpful for you. Thank you.